Welcome back to the Atlas Masterclass. Today we're in the Caribbean and we're making some sweet potato and coconut fritters. We're also going to have some mango and chili sauce and a beautiful slaw to go with it. So this dish here, really fun flavors, beautiful vegetarian dish, something that's perfect for warmer weather, exactly what you'd expect to see in the Caribbean. So what we've got is we've got some sweet potato that I've grated. So it's essential to use a grater for this dish, but what grater you use may just change how long they take to cook. I've got quite a fine grater though, so I just slice those up. And I'm gonna mix that with some water, some plain flour, and some coconut with some chili through it, and that's gonna make an awesome fritter, so we'll go through that in a minute. Then we've got some cabbage, spring onion, and also some green capsicum. And all of those I've sliced up thinly. So the cabbage, slice it nice and thinly. Spring onion, we're gonna chop it up finely, and then we're gonna be able to use that some for the mango sauce and some for this. And also the green capsicum, just slicing it up fine as well. Then last but not least, we've got our diced mango, and we've also got some chopped chili. So with those two items there, we're gonna make, you can either make a sauce, so you could blend it together and you'll get a really delicious sort of sweet, succulent sauce, balanced very, very nicely with some red wine vinegar. Or alternatively, you can just sort of chop it up and dice it up like I did and almost just beat it with a spoon, and it will sort of break down a little bit and it's gonna just be really, really delicious. So I think now, let's get cooking. So now what we're gonna do is we've got this beautiful sweet potato. So I get that into the bowl here. So we're gonna make these fritters, which are just super, super tasty. We've got some of the coconut with some chili in it. So I go all in on that. So now I add in that flour, like so. Give it a mix, looking really, really good. And then I add in some water as well. And that water will just help it form into the batter. And just gonna add the rest of that flour in now. And there we are. So that right there, my sweet potato. So I'm really just sort of squeezing it all together. And that's it. So let's get ready to start cooking. So now I've preheated my pan and I go in with a fair bit of oil. So like when you're cooking fritters, they will soak up a bit of oil. I let that warm up. And now I'm just gonna make 3 sort of even sized balls on my chopping board and then spoon them in. So now my oil's heated up and I grab our sweet potato fritter and just place it into the pan like so. So, it's a quick cook, this one. Just sort of making sure they're all nice and even. The oil's not too hot or too cold, so, over about a medium heat should be pretty good. And just monitor it. The flour will help it all stick together. If you're cooking for a lot of people, just do them in batches. There's nothing wrong with having a few sitting there while the rest are cooking. Take your time and get this one right, because if you get them crispy, they're gonna be so, so delicious. So now I just flip these little fritters. Nice and golden on that side. Really happy with how they're looking so far. So this is not a non-stick pan, so they might stick a bit to the edge, but if you're using a non-stick, it will be even easier. But don't worry too much. You only want to flip them once they're golden though. So that's really the trick to, if they feel like they're sticking or they're breaking apart. So don't play around with them too much. If they, we're not using a non-stick pan, so they might stick a little bit around the edges, but I'm just gonna wait, not play around with it, don't touch it, and then you just wanna let it, once it sort of releases from the pan, it's gonna be super crispy, super delicious, and that's all you need to do. So now I've got these super crunchy little fritters. So I just have paper towel ready. So it's important whenever you fry something like this, you want to put it onto paper towel, so something that absorbs it, because although you fry in a lot of oil to deep fry and get that ridiculously good color, you need to actually take the oil off as well, so then they stay crispy and don't go soggy. So I'm just moving that around so you can see those oil marks there. That's what we don't want to be eating or serving to our guests. So now I've got my mango, I add in the chili, and then I'm going to add in our red wine vinegar and a pinch of salt. And then I give it a really good mix. So you've got this mango, chili, salt, and then that's it. And this is the point now, if you wanted to blend this sauce up and use it more like a sauce, you absolutely can, but I'm going to go with this sort of chunky dice. So now I've got that stirred, our mango, chili, and also some salt. I add in the spring onion, And I'm just going to give it a quick little pound together to make it a bit more sauce-like. This is something that, yeah, if you want to blend it, if you want to just sort of hit it with the back of a spoon, a whisk, honestly, whatever you want, you're sort of trying to get it that sort of consistency. So you've still got some nice pieces, but it is a little bit chunky and it will really marry the dish together. And now to finish, we've got our salad, or our beautiful slaw, I should say. So we go cabbage, spring onion, and green capsicum. So a bit of pepper, as I'm sure they call it in the Caribbean. And then a spoon of our mango sauce on top, mango and chili sauce. And now it's just a mix. And then we get ready to serve. So we do mix some of the sauce through the salad, of course, to be used as a dressing. So it just gives that beautiful freshness and a bit of that chili kick through the salad. And the rest will be on the side. So now we've got our beautiful sweet potato cakes, super crispy, awesome mango slaw with green capsicum, spring onion, and then our mangoes and chili sauce. So let's get ready to serve. So I go down first with our crunchy sweet potato fritters. So you can hear that beautiful crunch of them. Our slaw on the side like so. And finish with a bit of the mango sauce all around. And then a nice big sort of spoon on this side. So that there's some big Caribbean flavours. We've got sweet potato, the slaw, mango, chili. So, you know, I really hope you enjoyed a little taste of the Caribbean, and I'll see you next time.